dust, hope, and the roads we walked. Today, we're going to remember, to honor, and to feel the struggle of those who traveled the roads of America in 1936, a time when the weight of the Great Depression pressed upon the shoulders of hard-working families. They were sharecroppers, migrant farmers, displaced workers, black, white, Hispanic, and immigrants alike, united not by their differences, but by the hunger for survival, their search for dignity, and the unwavering hope that tomorrow night brings something better. This video is not merely about history. It is about the people, the men, the women, and the children who walked the dusty roads with blistered feet, with empty stomachs, and with dreams that refused to die. We're going to journey into their world, tracing the footsteps of those who labored beneath the sun, slept beneath the stars, and held on against all odds. But first, I take you to a single moment, a single road, and one family whose story must be told. The road to somewhere. It is the summer of 1936, and the heat sits heavy upon the land. The dust rises in great plumes from the cracked roads, swirling around the legs of 10-year-old Jacob Turner, a boy whose small frame carries the weight of his family's fears. Jacob's father was once a proud farmer in Arkansas, but when the banks came for their land, when the soil refused to yield its crop, when hope was no longer enough to put food on the table, they packed what little they owned into a rickety Model T and set out westward toward California, toward the promise of work, toward the chance of survival. Jacob's mother keeps her hands tightly wrapped around his baby sister, trying to shield her from the dust, from the wind, and from the exhaustion that drags upon their souls. The road stretches endlessly before them. Every town they pass is either empty or unwilling to open its arms. Every gas station clerk eyes them with suspicion. Every meal is split 5 ways, though none of them eats enough. But Jacob's father does not stop moving. The road is cruel, but stopping is worse. Jacob's family was not alone. The highways were flooded with thousands upon thousands of men, women, and children, all wandering, searching, and hoping. Sharecroppers bound by contracts that kept them in poverty they could not escape. Migrant farmers traveling state to state, chasing work that might last only a week. Displaced factory workers, victims of broken economy that had cast them aside. Native Americans still suffering under forced removals and systematic neglect. Black families fleeing the oppression of the Jim Crow South, only to find new barriers in the North and West. Every race, every creed, every background walked the same roads, driven by the same hunger and longing for the same thing, a chance to live. But for many, that chance never came. The hardest of days. Hardship came in many forms. It came in the form of hunger, when children collapsed from weakness because the bread had been split too many ways. It came from the form of illness, when dysentery and heat stroke stole lives because medical care was a luxury they could not afford. It came in the form of cruelty, when farm owners exploited desperate workers, paying pennies for labor that stretched from sunrise to sunset. It came in the form of loss, when fathers buried their children in shallow roadside graves, too poor to afford a coffin and too broken to cry. And yet, through it all, they endured. Hope in the darkness. Hope was the one thing they refused to surrender. Hope was in the songs they sang, soft melodies hummed beneath the stars. Hope was in the kindness of strangers, in the rare gestures of warm meals offered without judgment. Hope was in the resilience of their hands, calloused from labor but still strong enough to build anew. Hope was in the belief that tomorrow might be better, that the road would eventually lead somewhere worth arriving at. Many did not make it. Many were lost in the dust, forgotten by history. But some found a way forward. And because they refused to give up, Because they bore their burdens with courage, we are here today, able to tell their story. The people of 1936 walked so we could stand. They labored so their children might prosper. They endured so history would remember them. Let us not forget their suffering. Let us not forget their resilience. And let us not forget the roads they traveled. As Scripture tells us in Isaiah 41:10, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right arm." May we honor their sacrifice. May we carry their strengths. And may we never take for granted the world they fought to build. Always remember your legacy, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little walk through history. Have a good day.